don't think that's the case. So there are people that really like to play with strong teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, Man U, so you name it. But that's because they want to use the players with the best skills. But there are a lot of people that just want to play with their team, or people like me that I like to play with random teams, just to experience the different abilities of different players and the different sort of football. So it's very challenging for me, like for example, to try to understand the strengths of the different players, different leagues, different qualities, and try to play to their strengths. So if you play with Barcelona, probably I will try to play certain way. If I play with teams that are like a 2-star rated or 3-star rated, I will play a different sort of game. That's what we try to do. So it's in general, we like to do like a leap forward in gameplay that justifies for the people to say, okay, I have only 70 euros, so where I'm gonna spend it. And if they want to spend it on FIFA, it's for us, the minimum that we can do is give you an experience that really feels like a big leap forward from last year. What the teammate intelligence changes that we're doing, the AI changes, is to support the attacking and the defensive side of play, just to have a better game overall. So it's not the only thing. So everything that we're doing is what is going to support having that leap forward in gameplay. At what point did we think of adding it? Well, when we started working on it, like the reality is how we work in games is we have a huge list of things that we want to achieve. We have a huge list of things that we wanted to achieve last year that we are not able to. Then we listen what the community has to say about the game, what the community thinks they want. We see how the people play our game, and we watch a lot of football games. And then we put all those pieces together, we get together and we say, okay, what are the things that are missing? What are the things that we want to achieve this year? And that was one of them. So it was a solution maybe to say, okay, for people that they want to play more a possession game, it's one more tool so they are able to. They don't feel like they are underpowered compared to people that they just want to sprint. And the other thing is that when we started looking at it and we started saying, okay, with the player impact engine as well, that is our physics engine, and we started experimenting with all different situations, we learned, okay, these mechanics are awesome for the physical play that we see in the day-to-day football, like game in, game out, and it works really well. Yeah, so the sprint dribbling was the 22.5 degrees. So in the rest, it was full 360. The problem, why we didn't have like any angle before, because we were not able to preserve momentum. We didn't have the technology yet to preserve the momentum. But now we were able in 14 to add like all the different animations, and we're doing the proper momentum preservation. So when you're sprint dribbling, so if you want to do a hard turn, you can, and you will see how the body waits toward one direction, slowing down, and then explodes to get out of those situations with the ball. The other thing that you can do is instead of moving those 22.5 degrees, so you move towards any angle, but it's a combination of both things. So without keeping momentum, it will look really bad if you're able to move in any directions, because it's not realistic, it's not football. But now that we have the ability to preserve that momentum, we were able to do it. What the thing is that in FIFA 13, so when we analyze people behaviors, we saw that a lot of the games were kind of tennis games, like really little amount of possession or really little amount of fighting for the ball in midfield. So it was kind of a back and forth, box to box kind of behavior. Not every game, but a lot of them. And I don't believe that people don't want to play a possession game. What I feel is that people felt overpowered by people sprinting. So it kind of became a predominant thing, okay, sprinting, fast game. It's not that we want to say, okay, don't play a sprint game. So we want to give the chances, the opportunity to play like a more possession, build up type of play that feels extremely rewarding as well. And that's how we introduce Protect the Ball and how we are introducing all these changes in sprint dribbling. So the variable dribble touches is what we're introducing. So when you are sprinting, the touch is not perfect. So in FIFA 13, when you are sprinting, every touch of the ball is perfect. You see in real life, only Cristiano Ronaldo, only Messi are able to do those kind of perfect touches all the time. But if you pick Antro, let's say Puyol, so Puyol is not going to be able to do like a sprint dribbling that is as perfect as Messi. So that's what we wanted to capture, the authenticity of that touch. So when you're playing the game, you need to understand and you need to learn, okay, what is the player that I'm controlling? And you need to think football. So is it good if I risk continue sprinting with a bad touch, the defender can take the ball out of me, or it's better if I stop and start playing the ball around? Yeah, basically one of the things that we noticed is that finishing was no longer rewarding. So we didn't feel that every shot felt like an amazing thing, like a really emotional, rewarding, exhilarating experience. And we analyzed why, and we noticed that, okay, shooting was not there in the sense that players were not, so what we see in FIFA 13, what we do in FIFA 13 is that we snap the feet of the players in order to fit into the right position. So you see like a foot sliding, or you see what we call scissor legs. So when they shoot the ball, you see an animation. The thing is that that animation was almost the same animation for every type of shot. The problem of that is that when you have a bad shot, you don't understand why it was a miss because you have no visual feedback. So what we're doing in 14 is adjusting properly the strides when the player gets into the ball to have the shot. So when you have a perfectly timed shot, you will see like how the player gets into the ball and has that perfect shot, or when you have a rushed shot, or when you have like a shot that is under pressure, you will see the animation that will give you the proper feedback on how is the shot. Not only that, by changing the ball physics as well, so all this gets together to really feel that every shot is, I'm not gonna say every shot is different, but every shot is right. And when you hit the perfect shot, it will feel amazing. And when you hit like a missed shot, hopefully you will understand why, because of the visual feedback and because of the ball physics. What we want to try to avoid is people smashing the tackle button all the time to try to get that situation. So we are continuously tuning it and play testing it to get it into a stage or into a state where everyone feels right about it. I don't believe it's gonna be powerful enough. I mean, it's not gonna be extremely powerful, so you just do 2 tackles all the time. So it's gonna be tuned in the sense that you have a time window where you can do it. You're not gonna be able to do it if you're like 10 yards away and you try like a tackle without even reaching the forward. So there are situations that we are tuning in order to get it right. If you look in Ultimate Team in FIFA 13, that we introduced that panel plus tile design. So actually the inspiration for that FIFA 13 Ultimate Team, so we had like a user experience director that joined the team and created that with a lot of playtesting. It was very successful, like very easy to navigate, removed a lot of frustrations within Ultimate Team, and we are now incorporating what we learned from that experience into career mode. Why career mode? It's like a game mode where the UI didn't receive a lot of love in the past couple of years, and we felt that, okay, there are too many frustrations with the screen to how to navigate things, that we wanted to address it. And it's more state of the art. So if you see most applications will use kind of a panel plus style design, like in the latest things, and that's what we're trying to achieve.